We are live here at ANZ Stadium. The Parramatta Eels taking on the Penrith Panthers. Some have called this game the battered for the wooden spoon. And just before kickoff, about 10 minutes before kickoff, the clouds opened up above us. Rain is pouring down. Expect a wet and wild footy game here today. Joining me in the commentary box, Dustin Richards. Dusty, what are you looking forward to about this? Pretty much the battle of the wooden spoons here.
There's a couple of things I'd like to point out with this one. There's been a couple changes. Just interested to see how the Eels can come back, because both these teams haven't had the best of seasons, obviously. And they've made some changes. You know, Penrith have got some couple trades, and then Eels have moved Eddie Oliver to 7. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. He didn't do too well at 6 last time he played in the halves. So we see if this is his redemption game.
Yeah, Marshall back the hook. I'm not sure that was the move I would have personally gone for, but we'll have to see how this goes. With Marshall getting the ball on the way, going deep down there to Blair Curtin. He's probably been the sung hero out of this Penrith outfit. Probably been their best. I want to say their best player so far this season. Playing the ball there. Wilson, they're going to send it over to Lane. He gives it short there to Prakash, the new captain there, playing in the second row position. Second tackle there. They're going to play it now. Goes there through Wilson. Bailey Wilson pushing forward. That's a good run there. That's going to be the third tackle. Playing it there. 1 minute gone in this game so far in this opening set. The Panthers pushing forward. The Lane and Alva run. 1-1, no one. They're going to go back. It's going to be Isaac Edwards looking for an early kick here. Fielded there by Raikamanu. That's a good run there. In fact, it's a great run. He gets past a couple of defenders. Raikamanu, in fact, is just going to beat like 4 or 5 defenders, and he'll score the opening try of the game off the first touch from the Eels. Great start there from the rookie fullback and the Parramatta Eels.
Yeah, outstanding from Raikumanu. He's I don't think he's been on par with how Brody Kennedy was in the fullback jersey for Eels last season. That was just shocking from Penrith. You know, they were gaining some meters. They didn't have to kick early, and that was just a poor kick in general. Isaac Edwards, he's going to have to make up for it somehow, and he's going to have to think of it quickly, because it's only been less than 2 minutes, and Eels already have points on the board. So not the start they would have wanted, Penrith, but Eels, great stuff. Get on top early.
As Marshall will take the conversion, he'll get it slotted straight between the upright. 6-0 the score, and the Eels had a good defensive start there. They kept the Panthers down there, and then Isaac Edwards went for the early kick. Wasn't a great early kick, and the Eels score first for the rookie fullback Raikamanu. It was really disappointing there, wasn't it, Dusty, from the Penrith Panthers? Just nothing seemed to work right there, I thought.
Oh, 100%. And Lennox, he's a real leader through that forward, and he's very a spoken leader, as I would say. So he wouldn't have been happy about that. And if Jacob Morrison was still here, he would have been shouting at the boys too. But he's now moved on to Canberra for a mid-season trade with Jason Lamu.
As Justin Barrett champion, but that's a good run there from the Parramatta front row. That's going to be a second tackle there. They're going to through the back line here. Eddie Oliver, Raikamanu, out the back to Michael Krempter. That's a good little run there. Decides to take on Mansour, in fact, gets ankle tapped there, trips over. I'm going to go past him for a second there. We're going to go short side here for some reason. Eddie Oliver now. Gets taken down there. Let's give it a fourth. What's the play here? It's going to flat there, Jordan forward. Nearly through a gap there. He'll be taken down there. This is a great set after points here by the Eels. Currently on 10th on the ladder with the 1 win against the Melbourne Storm. It's going to be a kick there from Eddie Oliver. Not the greatest kick now. Fisher with the ball. Nathan Fisher, that's a good run. Gets up to the 30, and a bunch of pressure the Eels put on. Now let go of, thanks to a poor kick and a poor kick chase there on Nathan Fisher.
Yeah, I think they were calling it a knock-on, Eddie's kick, so that's a bit of an interesting one. I will say, you mentioned right edge of Parramatta. They have been outstanding at times, especially Crimp and Freeburn. They've really had some great moments. Well, it's this guy here, Cody Mansour. He was electric against the Rabbitohs last week, and practically all season at fullback.
Yeah, Mansour, he's a very underrated player in this Panther side. He's very strong at the back there. He's a hard runner, and that was, you know, he just shows how good of a player he is there. As Delaney pushes forward, that's going to be a good run there. 5th tackle. It's going to grab it through. In fact, no, he's not. It's going to be a knock on there. And another poor end to the set there, this time by the Penrith Panthers. And either team's yet to get a good kick away. 3 poor kicks. and 3 errors from both teams.
Well, yeah, that's right. And, you know, they were in the area, they were in the red zone to put in an attacking kick, like a grubber or a bomb to their winger. So very disappointed from Penrith. They won't be happy with that. And it's their defense now. They need to be solid here. They can't give away any errors or penalties.
Well, you know, it's more Penrith, you know, they're 6 and 7. They sort of have, I don't think they've ever got right this season. I don't think they have a really good 6 or a really good 7 in the end. As Eddie Oliver punts that out on the full. Panthers get the ball back inside their 40, and the 4th kick of the game, 4th terrible kick. I'm not even going to say it's like, yeah, we've had any half these ones. I've been 4 terrible kicks, and just so far this game, this wet weather, I want to say it's wet weather affecting them, but it just hasn't been good in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think the rain has anything to do with it. That kick, these kicking at all. It's just been very poor kicking in general, and this could give Penrith the first points of the game. But the sea, it is wet, so they can't let anything slip here.
Short ball there to Irwin. Irwin's pushing forward. He might even get a try. He's going to put on his back there. Good defense by the Eels. Obviously, the Eels already have 1 try, 6 points to 0 after just 8 minutes, but just joined us. Battle of the Wooden Spoon so far. I think it's showing us why this is Battle of the Wooden Spoon. Both teams starting quite poor. 6-0 the score. Only tried 2 was to Rikamanu in the 2nd minute. They're going to over here now. Sadler pushing forward there. Let's give it a 4th tackle. Playing it there. Curtin out dummy half. Gives it to Delaney. Short pass there to Prakash. He'd love a try here, but he gets put on his back. Great defense there. This time it's Senator again. I think that's Jordan Ford getting around him. Good defense there on Penrith's captain there. 5th tackle now. It's going to go back. It's going to be Delaney. Puts it high. Not the greatest kick there. Hits the post though. Tapped back. It's going to be Jordan Marshall to come away with it. He has Akers in front of him. He's running. Couple defenders are chasing. Irwin's back there. Delaney's there too. But there it's in vain. Parramatta score and Jordan Marshall. He runs coast to coast. And another poor kick leads to another try. Jordan Marshall running the length of the field. And Penrith, they just can't seem to get their kicking right.
No, neither team can get their kicking right this game. And, you know, I don't think it was a bad kick. It was just a bad outcome. And that's like the 4th or 5th bad outcome from a kick this game. And it's only been 9 minutes. And Parramatta are now going to be up 12-0, it looks like. So Penrith might have to start stressing here or start digging because they're down a lot early. You mentioned earlier about the 6 and 7 not clicking. I think that's due part to switching your halves at halftime. I said this in a Mines game recently. I want to see if Mataus at lock could do anything good. He is a tackle breaker. You know, locks like to break tackles, so him kicking as well, ball playing in the middle. I want to see how that goes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But the Panthers just, I mean, you got to feel for the kick of Ed Delaney. It wasn't necessarily that bad. He hit the upright, but there was no one there to help him, and it just went back. And Marshall, he's just a little scheming there. Just picked up the ball and ran the full distance. Now the Penrith Panthers under the pump here, 12-0 down. It's only been 10 minutes here. They go out wide now to Ben Donker looking for the sideline. That's going to be the 3rd tackle. This is a good set from the Eels after points. They're playing it there. It's going to be McDonald. Pushing forward there. He'll take a set to run. 4th tackle now. Sideways there. It's going to be Rakamani. Good tackle there on the Parramatta fullback. It's with 5th tackle now. 4 minutes gone. You're just joining us. It's been both tries have been from poor kicks by the Penrith Panthers, leading to bad outcomes. There's Fisher now. This is looking good. That's probably the best kick of the day, but Fisher, watch out, he's dangerous. He's taken there by Rakamani. A good run there from Nathan Fisher. It's actually probably the best kick we've seen of the day, but it was just a poor sort of kick chases. Now Blake Curtin, we know he's dangerous. This is a good run from Blake Curtin. Rakamani's back there to make a crucial tackle. That's going to be the 2nd tackle now. 12 minutes gone. It's going to go Wilson. Wilson looking up the middle. He's carried back there. I think that's Saturday again. Marshall in there making the tackle. 3rd tackle now. We're going to go out wide here. Sends it over to Mayava. Looking for the line. He's pulled down there and a good tackle by Cherry Evans. That's going to be the 4th tackle now. I get 2 tackles left. Edwards. Short there to Wilson. He's happy to take a set to run. 5th tackle now. I need a good kick here. It needs to be a good kick. It's going to be Delaney. It's a better kick. but taken nicely by Jordan Ford. It was a good kick, and under all sorts of pressure in the wet condition, Ford makes an absolutely brilliant take.
Yeah, controlling the ball is pivotal more right now because of that rain, and you can't be doing any of the flashy stuff. You need to hold that ball, and for Jordan Ford to go and do that was outstanding. So good on him.
And
Oh, what a shot!
Just put Luke Short on his backside. That's a hit that for the ages there. Bailey Wilson on the big gun, Luke Short. That'll be
Great defense by Penrith.
Playing it back, it's going to be Cherry Evans. They've had to keep them in decent field positions. Not a bad kick from Cherry Evans, but just where they were, it's going to end up being a good sort of a result from Penrith with Bishop getting through the line, taken down by Manu, but they'll start inside their own half again. This is looking good from Penrith. They're slowly winning the field position battle at the moment. Now Mansell, watch out, he's dangerous. Mansell gets around one. He's nearly beats Manu back on the inside. Didn't have support he needed. In fact, I think he had Marva on the outside, but couldn't link up, and that's the second tackle now. Goes Edwards. Edwards short ball. It's going to be Wilson. That's the third tackle now. Playing it there, 15 metres out. Goes short ball there to Sadler. He's running on an edge right now. He can't find the line though. He's pulled down now. It's the fourth tackle now. It's going to go through the line here. It's going to be John Boy Marva looking to crash over. That's going to be his fifth tackle. They need a good kick here. It's going to be Edwards there. He finds Luke Short. And again, the Panthers failed to come up with anything. And the Parramatta Eels barely survive.
Yeah, Eels have been good in these last-ditch effort defensive efforts, sorry. And if Penrith are able to keep doing this, keep cracking at that door, they're going to barge over sometime. There's multiple times in that set where they look dangerous. They just need to continue the pressure on Parramatta. And that involves having a good defensive set here. Finishing off 2 more tackles here.
That's going to be the
the early kick.
There. Jerry Evans with a brilliant kick. It's going to go into the backfield, onto the 10-metre line. It's going to be Manson to pick it up. That's a brilliant turnaround. Cherry Evans with the kick of a lifetime there. The kick of the game so far. You go into the 10-metre line and it's going to turn Penrith around. Brilliant kick of it's come to nothing with letting Irwin break up the middle that easily. As it's going to go Wilson now. Seamus Wilson now pushing forward. That's a good run there from Penrith second rower. His third club, Wilson started the Eels, was at the Broncos last season. Now he's playing at Panthers. That's a wayward pass, man. So Porter might have been a little bit forward. The ref says no. He has it there. Fourth tackle now. Delaney. Short there to Prakash. Prakash straight through. Prakash can't find put. Was looking for the offload. Can't find put though. Fifth tackle now. 19 minutes gone. What's the play here? Delaney puts it high. That's a better kick from Delaney. A brilliant kick in fact. Taken well there by Rakamani though. And watch out. That's a great run there. And a little bit better stuff from both sides so far in the last sort of 5-10 minutes there. Rakamani tackled in 20.
I think Penrith have been the better side at times just because of their defence. But as well, they've been marching upfield at times and they've been really being able to control Para in some situations. As Wakumanu again, what a great run from him. He's dangerous this game. He wants to... Oh, no.
That's a forward pass there. And disappointing stuff there from Parramatta. It was letting them off the hook. As now the Panthers will work their way upfield. Another opportunity for Penrith. They've got to strike at some point. They can't keep just not striking, as now it's going to be Sinclair up there. That's a great run. Finds a pass, but it goes to McDonald. Disappointing stuff there as McDonald's looking to find some meters. Now the Eels are going to get an opportunity here. Sinclair's first touch was a line break, but can't find. I think it was Pache who's looking for in support. Denadag now. Going centre field. He plays it there. That's the second tackle. Eddie Oliver. Dummies and runs. That's going to be the third tackle now. McDonald now. That's going to be the fourth tackle. Pushing forward there. Tackle. They're going to go sideways here. Over the short side. Over. Shannon Freeburn. What a play there. Cut out ball. Beautiful stuff. Onto the chest of Freeburn. Parramatta Eels score the third try of the game and extend their lead.
Yeah, great stuff there by Eels. And I think that has a lot to do, for one, the intercept, but Anthony McDonald on this left edge playing at second row. He's had some pretty powerful runs this game. He's been able to get the front foot. Allows them to Rakumanu to open up and do what he's best at, and that's running. And it's just continuous momentum then as they just get fast play the balls and able to run through the defensive line of Penrith Panthers.
It was great stuff there. I think it was Cherry over to the pass onto the chest of Freeburn, and the Eels, they just continue to show that they're the better team in the Panthers. They got a good win last week, 12 points to 10, but they're failing to back it up, and at the moment it's a very disappointing display from the Mountain Men.
Yeah, 100% agree. They've been very inconsistent at times this year, and it's something they'll need to address moving forward into next season. And one thing that is having consistent halves, but also a genuine kicking option, I feel. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, look, Penrith, they're not really having... I don't think they really have a genuine halfback. You know, they got rid of Ash Crutcher in the pre-season. We have another error here from the Panthers, I believe. Yes, it will be. And I still feel like he was their best half option at the club, and they didn't really replace him with anyone that was, you know, too good. And at the moment, it just feels that this season has especially shown that they need someone to be a dominant playmaker at the club. Is now Rakamani straight up the middle. That's a good run. The Eels looking to go back-to-back to make it a fourth try here. Looks like they have a short play, side play going. It goes McDonald. Cut up ball for Freeburn. He's taken down there. Marver, it wasn't a brilliant tackle. That's going to be the third. Cherry Evans. Short ball there. McDonald looking for his first try in his career. I think he might get it. He does.
Oh!
Apologies, I actually don't know if that is his first try. We'll have to wait and see. I'll check out our stats crew to check it probably at half-time. That is his first try, but I think he scored there for the Parramatta Eels. And that finds the grass. That's a brilliant try there.
Or if it's his first try, I can't speak today. He deserves it because he has been outstanding this season in any position he plays at. He's one of the best blokes on and off the field, so congrats to him.
Yeah, I feel like he may have actually scored at some point this season, so apologies. He at some point scored his first try this season. If that was it, congratulations to McDonald. We'll get back to our viewers at half-time to let you know if that was his first try. But either way, Jordan Marsh could have converted, and they're going with this clock at the moment. Panthers just don't look good with the game at all at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit strange because at times they look focused, they look competitive, and then they just clock off. And when they clock off, you'll strike like that. So they moving into the second half of this first half, I know it sounds weird, they need to narrow their focus and get the building blocks correct, because right now all they're thinking of is that scoreboard. When you're playing in a high stakes game like this, the scoreboard doesn't matter until the 80 minutes is finished.
Yeah, you just have to keep playing, I feel like, and the Panthers have to keep competing, because they don't seem like they're in it. They don't even seem like they're trying to some degree. I think they'll be very disappointed until the next Prakash. But the Panthers, they continue to push forward here. It's going to be, they're going to short side once ball. Watch out here, he's dangerous. Freeburn, that's going to be the fifth tackle now. 26 minutes gone, just joining us. Parramatta Eels scored 24 points so far, and the Panthers yet to score anything. You know, I sort of mentioned it already, but what do you think the Panthers sort of have to get themselves back into this game?
Like I said, the building blocks of rugby league in general, complete your sets, get to your fifth tackle option, ensure it's good, and hunt in packs when you're tackling. So make sure you have two in the tackle at each time. That's what my message would be. Oh, this is where it begins, this penalty right here. Yeah, they need to capitalise now.
They want to come back, they've got to start here. Although they have had opportunities in the past and they've failed to come up with anything. We'll have to see if they can compete. The rain seems to die down a little bit here in the background. Hopefully it can stay like that. Maybe help the Panthers' cause here. With Curtin tapping it there, who's been probably the best player so this season as a whole. Again, gives up the Prakash. Let's give it the first tackle now. Goes there, goes the inside ball there. It's going to be Mansell pushing forward. That's going to be second tackle now. Goes for it.
If I'm at Penrith, that's my player's player, Cody Mansell.
Yeah,
there you go.
Going to be fishing now. Third tackle now. It's going to go. It's going to Sadler. Inside ball there. They have to find something here, but so far they're not really showing much. That's going to be the fourth tackle now. Playing it there. Goes Prakash. Short ball. It's going to be Wilson. That's going to be the fifth now. 12 minutes to half time. They can find something now. Get on some points. You could maybe save it. They can come back, but they need to find something sooner rather than later. Delaney, that's a good kick there from Anthony Delaney. But Shannon Freeman is under it, but taken by John Boy Maava. He knows how to find the try line, and he gets his another try this season. And that's the start for the Panthers. Good start. It's a great. They get the kicking right, and Maava knows how to find them in the air. He's good target in the air. He scores his first try. He scores the Panthers' first try of the game.
Yeah, I liked that set from Penrith. I'm not going to lie, because it wasn't going to be flashy. It was a backyard footy. It was very direct play. They were shortening that defensive line, and they were able to get to that fifth tackle option. And they saw where the line was the weakest, and that was on the left-hand side of Power. And John Boy Mayava, he is a great, talented centre, and he can score tries from anywhere when he wants to, and that's exactly what he did just there.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It was a great little piece of play there from the Panthers. That's something to go down. You know, they've got Lomi down there, who's really, really fast. Underrated how fast he can be, and they just haven't really even attempted to use him up. Other than one kick return, he's only touched the ball once in his Panthers debut. I would like to see him go down there more, especially with Maava and Lomi. That could be a gun edge if they just used them, Penrith, but they just haven't.
Yeah, but I think it's also a matter of finding the ball himself.
Yeah, well, maybe he can come into the game more to see his Curtin will play it there. It's a good run there. Second tackle already over halfway. This is good. Inside ball there to Maava. His try scorer wants his hands on the ball more. That's a good run there. Yep, that's the fourth tackle now. Sadler over to Delaney. Delaney pushes forward there. Taken down there by Ford and what looks to be Eddie Oliver. That's the fourth tackle now. Goes Pute.
Yeah.
Short ball there. It's going to be Sadler settling up middle field. They can get a kick here, get a good try. You never know. Fifth tackle goes back. It's going to be Delaney. That's not the kick they would have liked there. Taken there by Delaney. In fact, the kicker takes the ball back, but he's tackled there, and it's going to be a handover.
Delaney was there, touched the ball a couple times in that set. That's what you want from your playmaker. Although I feel like at times he's doing Lennox Prakash's role, and that's taking hit-ups on the edge. And that play where he did it, he just needs to do one more pass. And Prakash can topple over the half or the centre.
You couldn't agree more with Rakamani. That's a very good run there from Rakamani, playing it there on the 40. Goes over to Og. Og takes it up. Og has space here. Mantle misses. Delaney gets to him. That's a brilliant tackle there by Anthony Delaney. Brilliant cover tackle. That's a bit of fourth tackle now. Goes to centre dag. Pushing forward now. It's going to be pushing forward. He wants to try, but he gets pulled up there. Sadler pulls him down. Fifth tackle now. Goes there. It's going to be Cherry Evans eventually scores. And that cancels out the last try. And the Parramatta Eels plan to bring it back to a 24-point margin.
Yeah. You would have had some hope if you were a Penrith fan there, but I'd just like to give a big shout out to Anthony Delaney. He was a bit of a workhorse in those past two sets, but Eels, it seems like every time they're down in this red zone, they somehow manage to break the line. And now they're back to a 24-point deficit, potentially, if Jordan Marshall takes this kick. So, 7 minutes until half-time, Penrith have a lot of rethinking to do.
Yeah, I want to show something before I'll leave the fans a little bit of hope, because right now, we're not feeling much of anything. Parramatta Eels up 30 points to 6. Still 6 minutes to half-time, but at this rate, the Parramatta Eels could genuinely score 60 in this game if the Panthers aren't careful, because they're just playing backward. And the Panthers aren't really showing much of anything, to be completely honest.
No, but
They're just
that's the thing.
Competing. That's the thing right now. They don't look like they are in the game. They had that one good set where they scored off, and they have the backup set. But other than that, for the most part, they don't look like they want this game at all.
No, I would agree. And they did and now the one thing I hate, and that's giving away an ill-disciplined
I mean, the Eels might not be done
penalty.
This half. They can get another 2 tries at this rate.
They potentially, yeah.
Now,
But
yeah, go on. Sorry, Dusty.
just back on Penrith, they've done the early stuff way too late. the way they scored that try, that should have been within the first 10 minutes they did that. Not 20 or 30 minutes into it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. As we'll have the Panthers back at the ball here to see if they can do something. Maybe prevent this try. They prevent the try, you get the ball back, potentially scoring for half time. You know, gives them something, a little bit of hope. It goes out the back. It's going to be Manu back. They send it back to Eddie. I'm not sure what they're doing there. But he takes the ball there up over the 40. Not the worst defensive set considering when I started. He'll play it there on the 40 there. It goes over now. It's going to be Farah. Gives it there to his front row partner, Phoenix Murphy. 2-5 tackle now. Who wants it? Who's going to be the kicker here? Cherry Evans. He kicks across field. Fisher's there to take it. This is good. Fisher, he's in some space here. Rakamana's trying to get to him. He gets to him eventually. That's a good run from Fisher. I'll tell you what, that's from Fisher. He's probably been close to the best player today. He's just competing on everything. It's going to be a short ball there. It's going to be Lennox Prakash.
Good to see Lennox taking the hit up now. But yeah, Fisher, he's a kick return demon at times. He's very fast, very agile. Here we go. I think if they can continue this momentum, Penrith, they could score.
That's a good run by Sinclair. He's going to play it there on the 20 now. Let's see what they can do here. It goes over to Edwards. Anthem back to Mansell. Gives it off there to late Lomu. Getting his second touch of the game, but can't do much there. He's going to be wrapped up there by the good defense of Cherry Evans and Mendonca. 5th tackle now. Who's going to be a very good kick here? Sadler. That's a decent looking kick there. Tapped back into the arms of Phoenix Murphy. We've seen this before. We'll get wrapped up there. There's too many defenders there, but the Paramount Eels once again survive.
Yeah, it was a really good kick there, and they had a good set, but they need to continue doing that time of sets. And that's twice now in that area where they try to do a bomb. The Eels have come up with it from behind, so good stuff there. Raiku Manu and Nathan, Raiku Manu and Jacob Morrison are going to have a hell of a battle in the second half, I feel.
As Eddie Oliver's going to kick him, looking for a 40-20. He's looking for it. Maybe they can
he
get
might
one
have
last
it.
play. 20 seconds at half time. Not sure what else they can do here in 20 seconds. We'll have to wait and see there. It's going to be Senenag. This probably will be the last tackle you'd have to assume here. Senenag playing it there. It's going to go there. It's going to be Justin Barisic. He gets picked up and dropped back there. And that's going to be half time. Parramatta Eels leading the Panthers 30 points to 6.
From video editing to thumbnail design, Flow Managing covers all of your YouTube and social media needs, relieving the stress of finding creative workers and giving you more time to be creative yourself. Why wait? Join Flow Managing and we will work for you.
We're back here in the second half. It's been not the greatest first half there from Penrith Panthers. 30 points to 6, they're down at the break. And the Parramatta Eels, that was a good first half from them. Some could argue it was just Penrith playing bad, but we'll let you guys be the judges on that at home. Dusty, your thoughts in the first half?
I think it was a mixed bag for both teams at times, but Eels, they were easily the better team for the majority of that first half. And of course that scoreline will show it. Penrith just need to be more disciplined and more conservative, I feel.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, you know, something we haven't really mentioned yet. 76% of the ball Parramatta had in that first half, and they've started the ball again in the second half, so it's probably increased. As they're going to probably step, that's something they need. Ollie Pache it is. He's on a bit of a run here. That's a good run there from Ollie Pache. Marshall and Eddie Oliver plays back there to cover. This is a good start from Penrith. They can find something here. You never know. It's going to go short ball there. It's going to be Sinclair. Pushing forward. That's a good run there from front row, setting up nicely. That's going to be the second tackle now. Goes short side. It's going to be Mataus. Come on for his first touch of the game. Dummies on the run. McKay and I think that's Jerry Evans plays to bring him down. It goes short ball. Sadler now. Picked up and dropped. Good tackle there. Rakamani to play to do it. 4th tackle now. They go short side here. Cut up ball there. He's kicked it. Why did he kick it? He was over.
I'm flabbergasted. That was just a brain fart from Isaac Edwards.
I don't think it was even Isaac Edwards. Shocking. I think it was Nate Putt. I could be wrong there. They do look pretty similar. I could be wrong there, but I think it was Nate Putt that had dropped it. Either way, it might have been Isaac Edwards. I'm not sure. It was whoever that centre is over there. But either way, that's just absurd. Now the Eels, second tackle up over the 30-metre line. playing it there. It's going to go Luke Short now. Short ball there to McKay. Picked up there by Mataus. Mataus has space. He might run away here. We'll have to wait and see. Mataus, he gets caught there by Mendonca. Okay, they're going to put the ball back here. Another error by the Parramatta Eels to start this half. Panthers getting a little bit the ball going away at the moment. Parramatta start this half a little bit off. A little bit frantic. Prakash getting past the 30 there. That's a bit of second tackle. Going to go inside there to Sadler. Sadler pushing forward. That's going to be the third tackle now. The Panthers, they're looking for something. Maybe, hopefully, if they get over the line, they don't kick it this time. Sending it over there. It's going to be back to Isaac Edwards. In fact, there was Isaac Edwards last time. My apologies. That's going to be the fourth tackle now. Looking for a settler run here before they put in, hopefully, the last tackle kick here. Short ball there. It's going to be Pache. Fifth tackle now. Fifth tackle. It's going to go back. It's going to be Delaney. Delaney puts it high. Great kick there, but Mendonca takes it well. And good catch there by Mendonca, and the Parramatta Eels survive.
Yeah, that one they needed to, because they don't want to leak any points. They're on top, and any points could initiate a comeback from Penrith. Although the first half does say otherwise, but I still can't get over that kick. It's just flabbergasting. But we move on from that, and we see the Eels now go over the 40-metre line. It's now the fourth tackle.
Fourth tackle there. McKay playing it there. It's going to go Cherry Evans. And he's dropped the call. That's the third error to start this game. The Parramatta was just a little bit off. Maybe the ball's a bit slippery there. It's going to be a... I think they're going to do... Yep, it's a scrum glitch here that we know in the SRL sometimes occurs for no reason. It's going to go out there. It's going to be Mansell here. Gives it off there. Isaac Edwards looking for some run. This is a good run by Isaac Edwards, who was very strong last week in the centres. He's looking for another run there. He gets taken down there by Senanago. That's the first tackle. It's going to be Prakash pushing forward. Pushing forward there, and now a penalty. You'd expect Panthers to tap and play on here, and they do. In fact, they kick it a touch for some reason. Don't see the point here, but maybe they want to spread out their attack a little bit. They can kick the sideline, Mataus, send it over the sideline. They can find some points here, you never know. Tap there goes to Wilson. Sorry, Delaney goes now to Prakash, pushing forward here. What's the play here? They're looking to go center into the middle of the ground here.
It's going
to be Delaney pushing forward. Delaney looking for a try, but he's put on his back. Again, the Eels' defense is lasting.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and want to compress a ruck a bit and then expand out to their outside backs. That's what I'd be doing, and it starts with Ollie Pache. Now, this is when you get...
playing it there. Sorry to cut you off there. Dusty, yes. Oh, Delaney again on his back. It just... He's having no support. They're going to go upstairs and check this one, but I think he's probably put on his back there. Yes, he is, and that's going to be no try. 8 minutes into the second half. The Panthers, they've had all the ball, but they haven't been able to find anything yet. Put looked like he was able to find the offload. In fact, Mataus now taken there. That was a little bit of good movement there. Put taken on the line there. Fifth tackle now. What's the play? They need to find a good kick in now. Goes back. It's going to be Edwards who puts it high. Good kick there. Look who's under it. Tapped back there. Mansell wants it. Is he going to get it? No, he's held up. And again, the Eels defense. That's great defense to start this half. They've made a couple errors, but they've definitely made up for it with their defense.
Yeah, they certainly have. And it was a factor within the first half, Parramatta, where they were able to hold off the attacking Penrith side so many times on their line.
So Cody Og, and another error. That's the fourth error from 4 sets to start this game from the Parramatta Eels. They just need to hold on to it. They didn't even throw it past Cody Og. They keep getting themselves a good field position. They just keep making errors. It's now Mansell now. That's a good run there from Cody Mansell, pushing up the middle.
That's your second.
That's the second tackle now, which is where they're going to go. They're going to go back on the short side here. It's going to be Put looking for some space. It's wrapped up there. That's the third tackle. Just the Panthers. They just keep getting opportunities, but the Eels, they just keep turning them away. That's the fourth tackle now. What's the play? Goes there. It's going to be Sinclair. Sinclair straight up the middle. This is a good run from Sinclair. He throws a pass. He gets it off by there. Isaac Edwards. That's a brilliant, beautiful bit of play there from the Penrith Panthers. Prakash with the offload. Fifth tackle now. Maybe they need to put a little good kick here. It's going to be Delaney. Rubbers it in. Looking for the ball. He finds Marshall, and he's going to get 6 more tackles there.
Yeah, great stuff there by Penrith. And for Marshall to wrap that ball up, he does have to do a dropout, but even then he saves a try, and Power just need to defend here.
Goes down to Sadler, who gives it there to Pache. It's a good run there. Kick forward there. Let's give it the first tackle now. Sorry, it's going to be 0 tackle. Oh, no, it is going to be first tackle there. It's going to be there. It's going to be Prakash. They're looking for something, Panthers. They can find something. You know, 18 points is possible to come back from. They just have to get their first try. I feel like they can get more. Mantle now. It's a good run. Mantle looking for the line. That might be, in fact, the first try. No, Raikamonu's there with an absolute try saver there. That's the third tackle now. What's the plan here? It's going to go back centre field. Prakash it is. And he's going to be held up over the line again. I feel like this is the fourth time we've done this in the past 2 sets. They're going to have to check it, but I think it's definitely a no try.
Yeah, the defensive capability of Para on their line just goes Super Saiyan. They've been so good on their line, and Penrith haven't been able to really crack them just yet. But if they just keep twisting the knife, they just might get over on this 5th tackle.
We'll have to wait and see. Curtin sends it back. It's going to be Delaney. I think a few defenders are offside. Isaac Edward wasn't. Oh. And they will score a try. It took about 5 sets on the line, but they get one finally. And Panthers, they don't think the game's over yet. And I feel like that, you know, anything can happen now. 18 points is definitely a margin where they can come back from.
Yeah, certainly. Especially when you got over half the time remaining on the clock. Great stuff there by the Penrith. And they were able to just finally get a try over that try line. Hopefully they can also replicate this, because we've known this and we've said it multiple times in this match. They've just clocked off after scoring points. They can't do this now. They need to continue on.
Yeah, they have to keep going, you know. They've had all the ball to start this half. It took them, I think, about 5 sets on the line for them to find something, but they eventually find it. Isaac Edwards has got a try last week. He's very solid, Isaac Edwards, you know. Comes in, does his job. He's doing his job right nightly, playing in the halves and the centre at the moment, and it's just a good little run, good little try there from Penrith centre, and now they're down by 18. If they can get, as the skies seem to fully clear now, maybe that's what they need to open up their game a little bit more. As the kick down to Delaney, using up the try, gives it there to Pache, and that's a good start there. Pache straight up the middle. We could be a comeback here. I feel like this is the day we're going to see a comeback. This is going to play their first tackle on the 30. Goes Mataus out the back there to Sinclair. That's a good run from Sinclair. He has space in front of him. Finds the pass to Mataus. Mataus has space in front of him. This is looking good from the Penrith Panthers. He gets up over the 20. That's the 0 tackle, in fact. They're going to get a full set attacking the Parramatta Eels line here. Goes out the back. Wilson throws an intercept.
Oh,
they had
no.
7 tackles and they just give it away that easily. And all that work goes to nothing.
That's not great at all. They was, I mentioned it when they're aiming up to kick. They was on a momentum roll. Very disappointing.
As now the Eels have the ball back. It's been a 3rd tackle just past the 40. Goes Cherry Evans. Short ball there. It's going to be Barisic pushing forward. That's the 4th now. What's the play here? Past the 50. They're going to go back to the middle. It's going to be short ball there. Russell. Pushing forward. That's the 5th tackle now. Where's it going to go? It's going to go back there. It's going to go. Eddie Oliver kicks it into the back of centre. They're going to say play on, though. Surely that's not play on. He gets wrapped up there, though. But
yeah, very interesting take there from the referee. Not to call it an offside penalty. I reckon Penrith fans would be blown up at that. But now, they just need to be able to complete a set here. They need to do better than what they've been doing.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I feel like both teams just have to. Oh, that's a narrow error, but I guess they play on. Pache picks it up. They got lucky there, the Penrith Panthers, that I think it was Og coming through and nearly got the ball, but they're going to go out the back now. Find something here, you never know. Og makes a great tackle there on Myava. Let's give it a 4th tackle there. We'll play it there. It's going to go Delaney. Out the back there to Kurtz. We know how dangerous he can be if he gets a palm off there, but he couldn't. To a 5th tackle now. What's the play here? It's going to go look like Delaney. It is going to be Delaney, but it pretty much goes backwards, that kick. Taken nicely by Seamus Wilson, but he's not going to be able to do much of it. And that's another handover.
Yeah, it's very disappointing again. I'm understanding like a broken record now. I won't say anything else except I've been doing it all game.
Yeah, it's just... I don't really know. Both of these teams, you can tell with why this is bad. There's been no offense to either of these teams, but it's not like this is a quality match. It's Rakamani pushes up the middle now, looking for some space. Maybe the Eels still want to put on a little bit of a show here for the home fans. Rakamani playing it there on the 30. Goes Jerry Evans out the back there to Eddie Oliver. Dummies and runs through the gap, but he's caught there by what looks to be Pache. It's going short side here. Og gets taken there. Good tackle there by Nate Pute. That's going to be the 5th tackle now. 20 minutes to go. Can the Eels get their first try of the second half? It's going to go
Nate Pute. So Nate Pute giving Cody Og no space to attack, and it's a kick.
It's Rakamanu looking for some space, but a great tackle there, and the Parramatta Eels hand the ball over.
A bit of their own medicine to get that try-saving tackle there, but there he is, Jason Lamau, coming off his wing. That's the type of runs we want him to see.
And good run there, both Sadler settles it upfield. Playing the ball there, it's going to go at the back, it's going to go Delaney. Prakash runs onto it. Let's go with the 3rd tackle. Playing it there on the 50. Intercept there, and Senadag now pushing up the middle. That's a good run after an intercept thrown. And the Parramatta Eels have the ball back. This game just can't seem to get into any sort of rhythm with all these errors, all this ill-disciplined stuff. It's very poor, isn't it, Dustin, I have to say. I hate to keep harping on about it, but it is very poor.
Yeah, it is. But it's not the first game we've seen like this all season. There's been a couple, so it's not like it's a rare occurrence.
Yeah, I can't say I agree. I can't say I necessarily disagree with you. Shannon Freeburn looking for a double. He's wrapped up there. Well, I think it was Jason Lomu who came around. Sorry, Shannon Matanusa was. They go short side here. And it's going to be Cherry Evans who gets a double. They do find one. Cherry Evans it is with his 2nd try of the game. And that was a decent finish there from the Eels. Went short side after a good run and very skinny short side. But Cherry Evans gets a double.
Yeah, Cherry Evans, he's been one of the best halves in my opinion. He at some point, I don't know if he still is, but he is leading the most kick meters. He's been fantastic for Eels. He's been one of the better halves. He's been very consistent for him.
Yeah, that was very good stuff there from the Eels. Cherry Evans, he's just so good at one try and 2 try assist. I can make that 2 try assist and 2 tries. He's one of the most underrated halves in the comp, I want to say, and he's just always consistent with Parramatta. I feel like if it was a better team, he'd get the raps he deserves.
Yeah, well, we're giving him the raps he deserves right now. You know, it's easy to spot a diamond in the rough. It's not calling Eels are rough, but they can do... They have some fantastic players there. Eddie Oliver, Luke Short, Anthony McDonald, and, of course, Cherry Evans. So, some quality players there.
As Delaney kicks back off now deep. Down there to Cherry Evans. Gives it off there to McDonald. Pushing forward there. That's a good run there. That's the 1st tackle now. Marshall out dummy half. Gives it short there to Ford. Short ball there running onto it. It's going to be... I think it's Curtin. Pushing forward. 2nd tackle. Out the back now. It's going to be Rakamanu. Pushing forward. That's a good run there. That's the 3rd tackle now. It's going to go there. 16 minutes to go now. The Eels, they're looking for some more stuff, but they're going to read that ball nicely there. Lomu takes on Senadang. That's going to be a good tackle there. 4th tackle now. It's going to go at the back to Shannon Freeburn. Pushing forward there. 5th tackle now. It's going to go back. It's going to be at the back. It's going to be Senadang now. Pushing forward. That's a good kick down at the back there. It's going to be Mansell take it. That's a good little kick there. Mansell looking for some space. But he's taken out well there. That's going to be the tackle. 15 minutes to go. 34-12 to score. I don't know if Panthers can come back from here, but maybe they're looking to make it a little bit better of a game. As Pute now have a run. Finds it offload. That's a good little piece of play there. Pute with an offload to Siona Mataus. That's going to be the 2nd tackle now. Going to be Callum Irwin out the back now to Delaney. Delaney dummies and runs. That's the 3rd tackle now. Quick play to ball. It's going to be Irwin. Short ball there to Lomu. Lomu with a bit of space. Lomu looking for some space. Finds it offload in fact for Curtin. It's a good run there from Jason Lomu. That's the 4th tackle now. What's the play here? Goes long cut up ball there to Prakash. Prakash pushing forward. 5th tackle now. What's the play here? They can find something here. You never know. Delaney rubbers it, but that's way too heavy.
Oh, the 2nd time Penrith have done that this half. Oh, it's too many. And you know, when you're in a situation like this, you need all the points you can get. Not just like it'll be pretty hard to get back into this game and win it, but your points differential also comes into it.
Eels, they're playing to avoid the spoon. If they lose this, they would pretty much almost certainly, you can bet your money on it, they'd win the spoon. If the Panthers lose this, they're also likely to win the spoon, although I think there's a bigger chance if they lose this that they can miss the spoon. While if the Eels win this, they can also avoid, they can also get the spoon, but it's also a very small chance. Win this pretty much takes you out of the spoon equation pretty much, as the short ball there to Ford. It's taken there by, looks to be Irwin and Lowman. That's going to be 5th tackle now. Goes back. It's going to be Evans. Good punt over the top. Down to Nate Pute. Some space. This is good from Nate Pute. Looking for some space. Going to go towards the sideline. Is he? No. He managed to stay in there. Great stuff there by Pute. It's going to be Curtin there. Short ball there now. Lowman looking for some space. He's wrapped up there though. That's going to be the 2nd tackle now. It's going to be a short ball there. Prakash. That's going to be the 3rd tackle now. They're going to go at the back now. In fact, they're going to go flat ball there. It's going to be Fisher pushing forward there. It's going to be the 4th tackle now. They're going to go at the back. It's going to be Mansell. Gives it there to Mataus. He's pushing forward. That's going to be the 5th tackle now. Goes out the back. Wilson pushes forward. It's going to be a good kick there. And Freeman runs onto it.
Oh,
this game finally seems to get into a bit of a rhythm now. It's been, I don't think we've seen this yet. This is the first time it's been a rhythm. We're 7 minutes in. We've finally seemed to have got a rhythm here.
Yeah, it's been very stop-start, hasn't it, for the past 70 minutes? Filled with penalties, errors and tries, but now, finally, be a consistent game of footy. And I just say, these Eels, they've been able to gain a lot of post-contact meters, which is always like what you want to see. But it's also Penrith who are able to contain some of the Parramatta superstars now, which is good to see. Just too late, unfortunately.
As they go down there to Pute, looking for some space. It's taken down there. That's going to be the 1st tackle now. It's going to be short ball there. Lomu pushing forward. He seems to be coming into a 2nd row middle sort of spot. Just sort of getting work his leg spin around the middle. He has a very close center of gravity in Lomu. So I feel like that's a pretty decent option there as Pute now. Running a hard line on the wing. That's going to be the 3rd tackle now. Playing it there. It's going to be Mataus. Dummies and runs. That's going to be the 4th tackle now. 7 minutes to go in this game. I don't think anyone can come back from it. Can the Eels sort of put the foot on the throat of the Penrith Panthers? So the Panthers expect the score look a little bit prettier in the favourite. We'll have to see. We'll have to see is Mataus now. Punts it over the top. It's going to be down to Freeman. He's already got 1 try today. Can he get another? Wrapped up beautifully. That's a great tackle by Mataus. And taking us 70 minutes, but this game, it's sort of riveting out. What do you sort of want to see from Penrith next season? I mean, this season, it's over. The same for Parramatta Eels, but more so for Penrith. What do you want to see from Penrith sort of in their last round of the season and heading into next season?
A developed half. I think if you get next season, well, next week you experiment. You see, I'd like to see where Mataus goes at that lock position. But next season, you need a consistent half. You can't keep switching and changing the halves around. You need 2 halves and that's it. I then also think they need to continue developing Mansell at fullback and a hooker. Like, Blair Curtin is amazing and I think he's doing a great job. Oh, Marshall!
And they've thrown an intercept there. We'll have to catch up back on this conversation later. Dusty, as he goes back on the inside there to Manu. That's a good run there from the Parramatta fullback. 2nd tackle now. Can they get 1 last try just to set it over 40? Goes long ball over. Thomas Bendolga pushing for the line. I think he's over there. That looks like a try. And they're going to score what will likely be the final try of the game. Mendonca. That's good stuff there.
Right. Bloody hell, you'd be happy if you were Luke Shaw or any of the Parramatta Eels, in fact. Outstanding stuff there.
Yeah, it's good to
Just
see
2
the
points.
Eels sort of put a fight for in the season. You know, they've had a rough season, Parramatta. Couple tough losses, but this has been you could say they've made a lot of errors today, Parramatta, but they've also done a lot of good things, and I feel like their attack, when they've given opportunities, has been really good.
Yeah, that's right. They certainly showed some great offensive efforts. Eddie, we haven't seen a lot of Eddie this game, but when he has touched the ball,
I think Cherry Evans and Marshall, the two players I point out that have been very good in attack. And I think that combination has to build towards future seasons.
100%. Those boys have been outstanding because we know Eddie's going to be going to Broncos next season to captain them. So what they need to do, I think next week, put them back in the halves and just let it ride,
Couldn't agree more. Now, Dusty, back on the conversation we were having earlier, there was one player in the comp that you could pick any player in the comp. One player in the comp that you could pick to go join this Penrith side to sort of help them out. Which player in the comp do you think would be best suited to fix it as Penrith side? Because I feel like it's a little bit broken. No offense to anything, they've got a big job ahead of them, but who would you pick out of any player in the comp?
Oh, that's tough. That's very tough. I think Josh Butterfield, to be honest with you.
Josh Butterfield, they're going to end the second half and end of the first half of the 40-20. They're not done yet, Parramatta. They want to hit 46 here. We'll see if they can do it. Short now, pushing forward. This is exactly how they ended that first half there. Short, play it there, 5 metres out now. We're going to go short side here. Eddie Oliver looking for a try, dummies and runs. Maybe Cherry Evans get a hat-trick here. We'll have to wait and see. He deserves one how he's played today, considering he kicked that 40-20. Goes short. The skipper wants one. The skipper wants one. He deserves it, but no, he's on his back. They're going to go held up here.
Close, but no cigar for the skipper, Luke Short. And they cracked them. They just twist the knife a little more.
Mendonca, that's a good tackle there. He scored one earlier, but he can't get over there. This has been a fourth tackle now. What's the play here? Marshall Evans goes short ball. McDonald looking for a second. He gets wrapped up there. Fifth tackle now. What's the play here? Who's it going to be? Cherry Evans is in the back pocket. It goes to him. He puts it high. It's a good little kick there. Can they get the tap back? They can't. Great take there. Now Maava goes on a run. And he's taken there. So we keep getting cut off, Dustin. We're trying to have a pleasant conversation here about the Panthers. But the game should be about to end there. Callum Irwin looking for a run. In fact, he beats the fullback. Doesn't clog the space. Finds an offload. And that should about do us there. The Panthers going home empty-handed. 40 points to 12, while the Parramatta Eels win their second game of the season, their first since round 2.
Oh, wow.
Your thoughts on the game, Dustin Richards?
A mixed bag of results for both teams. Very stop-start, clunky, but overall enjoyable to think about.
Yeah, 15 errors in that game, 61% of the ball, Parramatta had, but they were just too good in the end. I feel like Cherry Evans is my personal man of the match.
The tackles, however, are pretty near even.
Yeah,
and yet Penrith had more line breaks, so very interesting there.
It's Jordan Marshall, my goodness. 410 run rates, 25 tackles, a try assist and a try. Cherry Evans also, I feel like he's my personal man of the match. Played incredible.
I'd agree.
Anthony McDonald played also pretty incredible.
I will point out, Jordan Marshall, great run meters, but still hasn't beaten Eli Barnes.
Yeah, I think that's a record that might never be broken. Like, what, 500 and something meters?
Yeah, I think he's like 530 something.
Yeah, that's a record that we might never beat in the SRL. I don't think I've seen 500 other than that game, and he has 30 plus on that, so the way to see. But let's have a look at the Panthers stats real quick. It's just... Same old thing. I know real standouts for me and Penrith. I think Ollie Pache and Fisher are probably their best players. Two of the older heads of the club. Mantle's solid, Kurtz was solid, but it just wasn't good enough from Penrith.
No, I want to go to the missed tackles and see just there, because there's a couple of
It's just disappointing from Penrith. I don't really know what to do from here. It hasn't been a good year. We'll have high hopes heading into the season, but it's just been a poor year overall.
Well, they may continue to struggle next season, if they can't. I think next season's a rebuilding year. Get a couple of young rookies and and then build from there, because you have 4 additional teams coming in. So it's going to be extra tough to both retain talent, but also sign talent. Because a lot of people are going to, I think, rate on those top 4 teams to approach them. About the new 4 teams.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they retain talent. But it looks like they're aiming for their second wooden spoon penalty. We'll have to wait and see if that's the case. Thank you, Dustin, for joining me on this game. Parramatta Eels winning 40 points to 12. A good big move by them. And we'll see you all next time.
They...
Part 5.